good people of Earth. Coding with Sam is back. We're going to we're gonna work on some React so that I can practice for an interview I might be getting. I might not be getting the interview even, but I felt good about the introduction call, and she mentioned questions about React, so I'm gonna go back through React and make sure I'm all squared off there. Um, Probably play some music. Okay. Let's start off with the Google. I knew it wasn't .com. Hooks, components, APIs, client APIs, and then server APIs for server-side rendering. Components and hooks must be pure. Hell yeah. React calls components and hooks. React is responsible for rendering components and hooks when necessary to optimize the user experience. Check that out. Rules of hooks. Hooks are defined using JavaScript functions, but they represent a special type of reusable UI logic with restrictions on where they can be called. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just saying don't call the function of the component. Make sure you're using the JSX version. Don't write higher order hooks. Okay. Don't dynamically use hooks. Interesting. Oh, dependency injection. Right, duh. Okay, I dig it. Where is, let's see, we have React, React DOM, client APIs, server APIs, static APIs. Rules of React. React server components, server functions, directives, legacy APIs. Hooks, components, APIs, client API, server API. This isn't quite what I want. Go to learn. Yeah, I want the quick start. Uh-huh. You have to close tags like a burr. Wrap them in a shared parent div or an empty wrapper. Oh, interesting. Right? You have to use class name because class is a reserved word. Only single brackets. I see. This is ugly. This is much more readable. Why would anybody want to do that? This is fun. I like that. Not super ugly. Most people can get that what's happening is because of short circuiting. Yeah. Products.mat product. Features like for loop in the array map function to render list of components. Products equals map. Okay, yeah. Put those in a variable. Return that. Key. A string or number that uniquely identifies it? Yes. Yes. Angular makes me do that as well. Events. And function button. Function handle click. Return button on click handle click. No parentheses. Do not call the handler function. You only need to pass it down. Updating screen. Often you want the component to remember some information. For example, maybe you want to count the number of times the button's clicked. Add state to your component. Use state from React. Well, then why is everyone using state libraries with React? You just on old versions, maybe? Count set count equals use state 0. You got the current state and an update function. And you pass in the default. Yep. Functions starting with use are called hooks. Okay, real quick, let's remember what Vue called that. I'm so bad with names. Get rid of that. Go to Vue mint. No, not directives. The composables? Yeah, composables start with use. In Vue, hooks start with use. Now the question is, are hooks just the same thing as composables? Feels like it might be. Or at least similar functionality. You can only call it the top. I like that. That's what I was gonna do anyway. Okay, so you move the state to my app. Just move it up. And then set count equals count. On click equals handle click. Yeah. And then this just reads the props. The props are inside an object in the constructor of the component. Very nice. Is this just that? Yeah. Okay, very easy. Tutorial, put them in practice. First mini app with React. I'm guessing that's tic-tac-toe. I am more interested in... I can play in a sandbox. You can use create Mac. You can create a React app using a recommended framework. Yes, build a React app from scratch. If a framework is not a good fit for your project, you prefer to build your own framework, or you just want to learn the basics, you can build a React app from scratch. That's what I'm going to want to do at first, and then we'll move on to next. Use create React app. No, create React app has been deprecated. Cool. Okay, so either use Vite to build it, or choose a framework. I'm going to want to look at Next and Vite. Yeah, React has nothing to do with routing. Yeah, I would just use fetch. Oh, okay. So the issue with using fetch is that you have to wait to use it on client side. You can't do it on server side, which would speed things up much. Speed things up. No code splitting. I think I'm going to want to do this with server-side rendering. Okay, that was a fun read. I'm going to read Vite first. Just to understand what Next is doing under the hood. We install Vite, Vite.js plugin React, save dev, uninstall React scripts. What? Oh, that's if you use create React app. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Vite requires TSX. Okay, nope. Okay, gonna get rid of that. Consider using a framework. Yeah. TLDR, don't do it. Oh, that's what I was just reading. Okay, so that's basically everything I need to know. Let's take a look at the tic-tac-toe real quick. Can I just look at the end result? Winner! Okay. So, use state from React, a square takes in a value on square click, returns a button, class name square, on click, on square click, on square clicks being passed in, board, X is next, it's Boolean, the array of squares or matrix of squares on play. And we'll click I if calculate winner squares or squares I. Squares are, so if someone won or the square is already filled in, return. Um, next, squares equals squares dot slice. I gotta figure that out. Winner equals calculate winner, let status. If winner, else next player is X or O. History, set history, use state, array, 9, fill no, remove, set current move, use state 0. That's just inserting the next move. Updates the history. That's the current move to the last one. Okay, so these are all the winning combinations. If you filled out these positions, it's 3 in a row. Okay, yeah. Yeah, cool. Anything for setup? TypeScript? React Developer Tools sounds nice. Let's take a look-see over here. TypeScript supports JSX. @type/react, @type/react DOM. Great. All React frameworks offer support for TypeScript. Love it. Follow the framework specific guides for. Okay, so we'll go for that. Cool. Get rid of that. TypeScript. Next comes with built-in TypeScript. When you create a new... Okay, yeah. Okay. So I think that's all I need to know about React. That was pretty basic. Let's just do getting started with next. Wait, no, I'm in the app router. Routing, rendering, data fetching, styling, optimizations, TypeScript. Great. Installation is next. Yeah, app router versus pages router. Next has two different routers, the app router and the pages router. App router is a newer router that allows you to use React's latest features such as server components and streaming. Pages router is the original router, which allows you to build server-rendered React applications and continues to be supported for older Next. Server components and streaming, but this one also says server-rendered React applications. Okay. App router is newer. React's latest features. Pages router is original, allowed you to build server. Okay. So I think I'm going to want app router, prerequisite knowledge, although our docs are beginner friendly, establish your baseline. Yeah. Basic understanding, accessibility. Looks great. MPX create next app. Yep. Very easy. File system routing, which means the routes in your application are determined by how you structure your files. Yeah. Create an app folder, add a layout and a page. These will be rendered when the user visits the root. Create a root layout inside there. Isn't it gonna make this for me when I make the application? Oh no, this is how to do it manually. Okay, yeah, I do want to read about it though. Yep. Create app/page with some initial content. Okay, add a public folder. npm run dev, set up TypeScript, set up slint. What's that? Set up absolute imports and module path aliases. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, project structure. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Folder and file conventions. Top level folders. Yes. App, pages, public. SRC, app pages, public. Optional application source folder. Feel like usually I have an SRC for the application, top level files. Config for next, package, instrumentation. Okay, middleware. Environment variables, local environment variables, production environment variables, development environment variables. slint, git ignore. TypeScript for next, dsconfig, jsconfig. Routing files. We have layout, page, loading, okay. Not found, very important. Error, very important. Global error, okay. Route. It's an API endpoint, very nice. Template. Template is a re-rendered layout. Default parallel route fallback page. Very nice. Nested routes. We got route segment folder, folder slash folder, nested route segment, dynamic routes. Optional catch-all route segment, catch-all. Okay, fun. Route groups and private folders. Folder group roots without affecting routing. Optional folder and all child segments out of routing. Optional folder and all child segments out of routing. Group routes without affecting routing. I see. So if I don't want to affect routing, I wrap them in parentheses. If the folder is optional, I start with an underscore, parallel and intercepted routes, okay? Folders and name slot, dot folder, intercept same level, intercept one level. Oh, geez. Okay, that's very interesting. Metadata file conventions, favicon.ico. Icon, app icon file, generated app icon, Apple icon file, graph and Twitter images. That's interesting. SEO. We have layout, template, error, loading, not found, page. Or nested layout. Fun. Organizing your project. Part of our folder and file conventions. Next is unopinionated about how you organize your project files. Okay, there's a word. Collocation. Collocate. Alright, you're gonna make me do it. Share a location or facility with someone else. Being located, oh, co-located. Co-location. In the app directory, nested folders define route structure. Each folder represents a route segment that is mapped to a corresponding segment in the URL path. However, even though the route structure is defined through folders, route is not publicly accessible until a page or route file is added to a route segment. Okay, so if you add, when it's made accessible, only the content returned by page.js or route.js is sent to the client. I see. This means the project files can be safely co-located inside route segments in the app directory without accidentally being routable. Ah, I can put my helper files in the same folder without it being a route. Private folders can be created by prefixing with the underscore. Route groups can be created by wrapping a folder in parentheses, indicates the folder is for organizational purposes. Yeah, we already went over this. Source directory. Yeah, I like doing that. Store project files outside of app. This strategy stores all application code in shared folders in the root of your project and keeps the app directory purely. Okay, so app is for routing. Oh wait, but this one does. Okay, wait. Or I could put the components inside of the app. Okay. Seems fine. I got some pages, images, fonts, CSS, fetching data, updating data, error handling. Very nice examples. Building your application. Or just turbo pack. Okay. Seems fine. I think I'm just gonna npx create next app at latest. Let's try it out. What do you got for me? Ooh. Proceed. What is my project named? Nux. What am I gonna do? Am I just gonna clone my website? I think that is the plan. So we'll make this Nuxt app art mint. Oh shit. My bad. My bad. Next app art mints. Yes. 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 No. Do your thing. Alrighty. We have a next app. Let us add it to the workspace. Got a public folder. Got a source folder. Why isn't this? Why isn't this in the public folder? That's interesting. Okay, I'll figure the things out. It didn't ask me if I wanted to use Sass like Angular would. Let's start off with that. Well, first let's just npm run dev. Let's first cd into the project. Ah, shit. Spilled coffee on my white shorts. Interesting that it's telling me that it's collecting telemetry. I gotta go to this URL to figure out how to opt out. I'm sure it's just a terminal line. Yep. Literally, they just could have put in here run next telemetry disable. Okay, so I will do that. We're gonna run npx next telemetry disable. Oh, and it's a global option. That's nice. Well, now I feel bad for doing that. All right, what are we at? Localhost 3000. 3000. Boom. Whoa. Deploy now. Oh, with Versal. That makes sense. Learn examples, go to Next.js, read our docs. Okay, so this is I got the next step going. Route static, turbo pack enabled, preferences. Definitely system bottom left is nice. Hide DevTools, no. Disable DevTools, no. Close. Okay. We have next step. Now come to documentation, search SAS. SAS. First install SAS. Classic. Okay, so we'll split that. Actually, no. Don't need to do that because I'm gonna break that anyway. I wonder if moving the Fave icon into public would just do the same thing. Okay. What was I doing? npm I dash d capital D SAS. If you're not sure which to choose, start with SCSS. Hell yeah. SCSS is king because you can copy and paste CSS directly into it and it'll work out. I mean, it's kind of bad because then you might just put some CSS stuff in your SAS. Okay, if you want to configure your SAS options, use SAS options. Interesting. Implementation, SAS embedded, not doing that. SAS variables. Next supports SAS variables exported from CSS module files. For example, using the exported primary color SAS variable. Import variables from variables.module.scss. Whoa. I've been looking for that. Import variables from variables.module.scss. app/variables.module.scss. I don't know how I'm going to use that, but I know I will. Now, do I need to set SAS options? It looks like all I have to do is install SAS. But does that mean I can just rename this? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at all our files. That's what we should do. Let's take a quick little look-see. We got our TS config. Target is ES 2017. Probably fine. Modules ES next. Bundler resolve JSON module. Module interrupt. Skip lib check. JSX preserve. Plugins next. Paths. Yeah, gonna keep that. Includes. Excludes. Let's go with readme. See if it can teach me anything. Nope, it's just an ad for Versal, they get to do that. PostCSS.config, tailwind / postcss, export default config, package.json. Next config, nothing yet. Just check out that. Okay, sure. ESLint. I'll figure this out at some point. Good ignore. Looks pretty standard. Take a look at the page. Import image from next/image. Man, that is a lot of classes. That's why I don't like CSS libraries in general. Like, you're putting so many different classes on here. Just gonna get more and more convoluted. Okay, so really all I need to look at here is image from next/image. Let's take a look-see at that. For features and usage, wait, this understands how to use props and configuration options available for the image component. That is what I want to start with. These are all required. Interesting. Loader, fill, what is priority? Preloads the image. Lazy loading disabled. Okay. Okay, very nice. Automatic optimization. So if correctly sized images for each device. Prevent layout shift. Good. Lazy loading. Good. Automatically determine the width and height of your image based on the imported file. Ooh. That's pretty great. That's pretty nice. You need to provide width and height. um, uh, for external images, because it can't calculate that. Really, it's just for the aspect ratio, so you could lie to it about the width and height, as long as it's the correct aspect ratio. To safely allow optimizing images, define a list of supported URL patterns in Nextconfig. Be as specific as possible to prevent malicious usage. For example, the following configuration will only allow images from a specific AWS S3 bucket. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fine. Where is Tailwind? Good. I think it already came with these. I already have that. As of V4, there's zero configuration required by default. Very nice. If you need to configure Tailwind, you can follow the official documentation. And the Tailwind CSS directives that Tailwind will use to inject its generated styles into a global style sheet in your application. Yes. Inside the root layout, import the globals.css style sheet to apply the styles to every route in your application. Inside the layout. That's why I put my styles elsewhere. These styles apply to every route. Okay, okay. Using classes. After installing Tailwind CSS and adding the global styles, you can use Tailwind's utility classes in your application. X3XL, font bold, underline. I'll just give that a try. Let's see. Got globals.css. It has import tailwind.css. So I'm guessing the page already has BG Black feels pretty tailwindy. Yep. Very confused about the fonts. Okay, this looks cool though. I think we're pretty good. This imports globals. Okay, so that's not, I'm not gonna put it there. let's see. New folder. I'm gonna do SCSS. So say at SCSS. New folder here. Now I'm gonna want components. Components. I'll leave that blank for now. This is gonna move there. I'm guessing that already updated this. It didn't. Nope, this would be at slash SCSS slash globals. And you know what? That's not what I call it anyway. It's gonna be index. Rename this to index.scss. Import tailwind, beautiful. Unknown rule at theme. Next at theme. Okay, it's for extending tailwind. Okay, it's just an example of setting tailwind variables to Okay. I think it's gonna be fine. Sorry guys, I like tabs. I feel like this should be good. Let's see if it will dev. Oh, let's see if it will dev for us. That was very fast. I like how fast it is. Everybody's happy. Can I do like a? Give me something to override. BT foreground. Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna a.bg foreground. It's gonna be background black. Yeah. Okay, so now I can come into here and want to do me a little test with some nesting. A and what do I do? BG foreground. Yeah, I really don't even like using Tailwind. Maybe I'll get there at some point. Just gonna do background blue. Save that. It worked. Sas doesn't use import anymore. So we got this. Everybody happy. Just get rid of these. Honestly, I think I can just get rid of everything. Is it not gonna keep the... Okay. Well. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine like this. So we got the tailwind. It works. Got the index. I'm gonna add my imports. Copy that bad boy. Paste it in here. Fonts. Those are my fonts, not these ones. Don't have these ones. What is going on here? We need a San Jose Palanquin. This is a duplicate. Gonna save that. Global bold headers. Or no, non-bold headers. I don't think I need this as of this moment. I'm just gonna keep the file though. Icons. Delete icons. This should be underscored. Mint. I'll override these at some point. And then I'm also going to want to copy some things from in here. This is clearly wrong. Copy this guy. Paste in here. We're not using Angular material yet. Might be adding it, we'll see. Style imports. Global, good. And then use mint. Wait, imports mint, mint slash src slash scss slash mint s. Oh yes, these are the styles, these are the variables and mix-ins. These are font awesome icons. We get rid of that. Probably don't need that. What? Oh, this has to be first. We will get rid of that and add in Tailwind. Imports. But I know these aren't here, this isn't here. So I'm gonna come to the package.json over here, grab update mint, update icons, and update. You know what? I'll bring relink with me as well. Copy that. Come to the package.json for the next app. Where are my scripts at? Paste these here. Save that. I'm also going to copy the npmrc, not of this application. Do I have another window open? Just pick any other one. Next chatbot. Good. To copy that. In fact, wait, come back. I'm sure I'm gonna want this amplify YAML as well. Definitely gonna want to publish this. So we paste these in here. We can break out of here. npm, wait, first npm i-d npm run all two. Which gives me this run s function, which will run these synchronously. I'm not sure if I could run them in parallel. I don't think I want to try. So this looks good. Then I can do npm run update. Oh, interesting. React is on the same version as Angular 19. Unless Angular is already on 20. Very possible. Okay, so now I have app.mint/mint and my font awesome icons. Beautiful. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, Why is this version 0.1.0? It's a weird version number to start off on. Huh. Why not put .0.0 here, but put it here? Interesting. Okay. Anything in here? Font awesome token. Yeah, okay. Close that. We got a source. We got an app. Can we just dev it again? Dev it again! Oh, man, this is so much faster than Vue or than Angular or Nuxt. Okay, we got an error though. Can't find style sheet to import. Let's see, for this one, did I have to add it to these? I didn't. Let me... We have this, CO365. CO365. Just try again, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Although this doesn't look right. Are we not getting Tailwind? No, the Tailwind seems to be working. Okay. You know what, this kind of works. So I'm gonna get a here get status, unprod, updated package, removed globals, updated the layout to use this, added these. So we'll do a git add a, git commit. You know what, I'm gonna copy over my versioning scripts as well. Version, post install. Serve, start, build. UI, git add a, git push, tags, cross replace, generate nodes. Version and post, okay, just version and post version. Usually I copy the line above. So, not this. You do an npm I and git add dash a, git push and git push tags and cross replace. Yeah, okay, so npm I dash d cross replace Yeah, it's just cross replace. Good. Might as well go with Madge. Huh. Okay, let's come back here. We'll install to make sure that the package lock is on the same page as the package. Add all the files, version number. I added cross replace. Feel good. I think we're good here. Oh, shit. Copy these, close this, and don't save. Then we gotta come back. Paste that in there. Save it. I'll do. Also, I want this to be version 19. You know what? We'll just do 18. And I'll start off with an npm version major force dash m v percent s. Base project with Tailwind and Mint. Sass, Tailwind, and Mint. And we'll run that. Damn. Okay. Okay. Forgot about ph repo create. Gotta look at the cheat sheet real quick. Just gotta forget. I always forget if it's just this or if it needs equals true. That. And now it's already version 19, so we're on branch prod, nothing to commit, working tree clean. It's version 19. Good. Good. Okay. So now we just did a quick review of React and then picked a framework. I did Next. Got it set up with Tailwind and my personal library. And now we're just gonna start building components. Moving my Angular project over into React, which is basically how I learn these things. It's just I'm gonna take the most complicated project I have and just recreate it in React. So that will be fun. It has been an hour and a half. I'm going to take a quick break to stretch my legs, and then we will be back to do more Next / React stuff. Thank you for joining.